In this lecture, we will discuss about acidity of dicarboxylic acids. For example, if I have this compound, this contains two COOH groups, so this is a dicarboxylic acid. Similarly, we can have this compound, this is also a dicarboxylic acid. If I have two CH2 in the middle, this is also a case of dicarboxylic acid. We can have 2 CH2, 3 CH2 in the middle. So this is a dicarboxylic acid. Similarly, we can have more dicarboxylic acid. These dicarboxylic acids have common name. This is called oxalic acid. This one is called malonic acid. And this is called succinic acid. This is called glutaric acid. This is called adipic acid. And this one is called palmitic acid. These common names are easy to remember if you remember the first letter O, M for the second letter, so if you simply remember, oh my son, go and play, you can remember the name of these dicarboxylic acid. In case of oxalic, there is no CH2 and then we have to increase one CH2. So in case of malonic, we have one CH2, succinic we have 2 CH2, glutaric we have 3 CH2. Now let us discuss acidity of this dicarboxylic acid. First, if I consider COOH group, so it can lose 1 H plus. Let us call equilibrium constant corresponding to this is Ka1. It can also lose second H plus, call equilibrium constant as Ka2. Now first important point, Ka1 will be greater than Ka2. Why this is so? In first case, we are removing a hydrogen from neutral molecule. So this molecule is neutral. But in the second case, we are removing a H plus from a negatively charged ion. So this is an ion. So when we want to lose this H plus, this molecules try to attract H plus. This means this will have less tendency to lose H plus. So let us call this is a 1, this is 2, this is 3. So in this case, 2 has negative charge, so it will pull the hydrogen plus, it will pull H plus, so less tendency to lose H plus. So this means this will be less acidic. So Ka1 is always greater than Ka2. Now let us compare between different acid. So if I have COOH group and if I have COOH group middle we have CH2. Now we are asking which is more acidic, either oxalic acid is more acidic, so this is oxalic acid, or this is malonic acid. Which is more acidic? To answer this question, we have to make the carbon ion and we have to look for a stability of carbon ion. So in this case, we have negative charge. In this case also we will have negative charge. CH2COOH. Now in this case, this carbon is slightly positive, oxygen is slightly negative, so this will pull this electron. So due to minus I effect, electron cloud will be pulled towards C double bond O. So this will become a stronger or more stable. But in this case, this will also pull the electron, but inductive effect is a distance dependent effect. So we have one CH2 group in the middle. So this CH2 group will decreases the inductive effect. So CH2 group will decrease the minus I effect. So this means this malonic acid is weaker acid, but oxalic acid is a stronger acid. So we can say oxalic acid is a stronger than malonic acid. Same thing we can say for all the acid. Let us say call this as A, this is a B, this is C, this is D, E, F. So A will be the most acidic because it has no CH2 group in the middle, and F will be the least acidic because it has 5 CH2 group in the middle. And we know that its inductive effect is a distance dependent effect. So A is most acidic, then B, then C, then D, and then E. And this is because inductive effect is a distance dependent effect. Now let us discuss acidity of malic acid and fumaric acid. So we have this compound, one time we have cis. Another time, so this is called maleic acid. That is 2 COH group cis side, and if I have 2 COH group are trans side, this is called fumaric acid. So we have to compare the acidity constant for these two acids. So let us say first write for malic acid. So if I have malic acid, in the first step, let us call this as a Ka1. If it loses H plus, it will form corresponding conjugate anion, and if it loses next time H plus, it will form another anion. Now let us say case of fumaric acid, that is case of trans. So if it loses 1 H plus, let us call Ka1 dash. So we will have COO minus. If it loses another H plus, Ka2 dash. Now let us compare Ka1 and Ka1 dash. So I want to compare Ka1 and Ka1 dash. So you see, which will be more acidic? In this case we have to see the hydrogen bond. Now here we will have a very strong hydrogen bond between oxygen and hydrogen, because this negative charge will form a hydrogen bond. This reaction will come this side more. But in this case there is no hydrogen bond possible. So in this case no hydrogen bond is possible for case of trans. Because this oxygen and this hydrogen are far away, so they cannot come closer, so they cannot form hydrogen bond. But in this case oxygen and hydrogen can come closer. So this means this reaction will go in the forward direction. This means this is more acidic than this one. So we can say, let us call this as a 1 and this is 2. So Ka1 for 1 is more than Ka1 for 2, that is K1 dash. So 1 is more acidic than 2. So we can say 1 is more acidic than 2. Now let us compare Ka2 and Ka2 dash. So what will happen? Ka2 and Ka2 dash. So we have to compare Ka2 and Ka2 dash. Now this time this is the hydrogen bond, so this is less chance to lose this H plus, because hydrogen is attracted by oxygen. So this hydrogen is not easy to lose. But in this case hydrogen is not attracted by oxygen, so it can be easily lost. So in this case H plus can be easily lost. But in this case H plus or hydrogen atom is pulled by oxygen. So in this case we have hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding makes difficult to lose H plus. To lose H plus. So in this case it is not easy to lose H plus. So this means this is more acidic, this is less acidic. So Ka2 dash is greater than Ka1. So see, important point we have in cis and trans dicarboxylic acid, Ka1 for cis is more, but Ka2 dash, that is Ka2 for trans is more. So we have this one is more and this one is more compared to Ka2 and Ka2 dash compared to K1 and K1 dash. So we can say in case of cis, first ionization constant is large, compared to trans. But the reverse is the case for second ionization constant, that is for trans Ka2 dash, for trans the second ionization constant is bigger. So second ionization constant is larger than cis. So in this lecture we discussed acidity of dicarboxylic acid, and we said if we have more CH2 group between two COOH group, acidity will decrease. So we have more CH2 group between two COOH group, acidity will decrease. And the second thing we said, If I have case of cis and trans, Ka1 for this and Ka1 dash, Ka2 and Ka2 dash. So we said first ionization constant, so this is Ka1, this is Ka1 dash. First ionization constant for cis is more, because after loss the corresponding conjugate anion will form hydrogen bonding. So Ka1 is greater than Ka1 dash, but the reverse is the case for second ionization constant. And this be explained because the corresponding conjugate anion formed is hydrogen bonded. So in this answering this question, you have to remember only one thing, that in this case the anion formed after the loss of first H plus, this is resonance stabilized. This is hydrogen bonding, not resonance. Hydrogen bonded. So if you simply remember there is a hydrogen bonding between cis, then you can answer this question.